it again for another Thunder Hub. Let's go, boys. All right. It's that time of the year. It's the playoffs. The Chargers are in it to win it this time. Let's go, baby. Yeah, so we got the freaking Patriots this Sunday night. Prime time. Let's go. So I'm excited, guys. I hope you guys are too. And so this past couple weeks, I've been analyzing a little bit of the Patriots and trying to figure out where exactly they are the weakest and how the Chargers might be able to exploit that. And so that's what I'm thinking right now, is that the freaking Chargers are about to go Super Saiyan, and Justin Herbert is literally about to light everything up. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into this action and talk a little bit about it. So as always, guys, Bolt Bros, let's go.
What's up, Herbert, man? You watching the Boat Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Boat Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Boat Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
All right, yeah. You know, we all charged up here, boys. And you know who's really charged up right now is freaking Justin Herbert, baby. He's going Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? He's going Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? I did not think that one through. That's all right. Hey, but you know what? If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the video, because me and the brothers, we do things a little bit differently. Each and every one of us contribute in different ways to the channel, as all of us have been fans of the show. We are third generation fans. Our grandpa had season tickets ever since they were in San Diego. But you know, we actually really do enjoy the Chargers. Diehards for life. Will be bolted up till the day we die. To the day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys for joining in tonight. So just so you know, my brothers may be doing a show tomorrow in the afternoon-ish, or possibly Saturday in the afternoon. I might not be able to make it, to be honest there. So it is what it is. So, we'll see how things are shaking up a little bit, because I have work now on Saturdays, so that's kind of what, you know, a weird thing that's going on in my life. So just saying, you know, and I may be Super Saiyan, you know what I'm saying? God. All right, that's gonna be a whole thing for this whole show anyway. So anyhow, all right, let's get into the Thunder Hub. All right, guys, I'm excited for it. You know, so there's been a lot of talk about the freaking Patriots. You know, like, I mean, it's possible this could be like kind of a David and Goliath kind of situation. Not necessarily, because the Chargers are not the biggest underdogs in the AFC or even the entire playoffs this year. But a lot of people say the Patriots are just lights out. Freaking Drake Maye is apparently playing at a high level and is MVP candidate kind of status, all these different things. And so, but I did some analysis, and I'm like, you know what? I think they capping, bro. I think that this is a whole bunch of baloney, man. I tell you what, though, man. So I did some research or whatever, and I found a couple of things that might be some juicy details that I wanted to share with you guys about the Patriots. And this is kind of where I wanted to dive in tonight. So, but before I do, I do see y'all in the chat, you know, saying what's up. Hey, what's up, Jim Harbaugh Burner, my man? What's up, Hugo? Larry? You're in the house.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
Did that one just for you, my man. Yo. Larry's up in the house. We got El Chorchis, Miguel, Joe 760, my man. Saying this is a trap game. Oh, interesting. We got a first comment here. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah. I'm thinking this is a trap game, and I just got this weird feeling, just like the last year when all the Chargers fans wanted Texans, they smoked us. You know, it is very possible too, man. It is very possible too. Hey, anything can happen in the NFL. You know, that's all I know. That's all I know. And so, but hey, I want to be hopeful. That's all I meant. That's all I know. Please beat the Patriots. I want Chargers must win Super Bowl 2026. I love the Chargers. Best forever. I really like Justin Herbert. This is Stephen Potter. I live in Shady, New York. Let's go, man. Hey, welcome to the show, man. New York is awesome. Yeah, man. I've been there. Hope you're having a good one, man. But we're very excited for this game up here. Yeah, so hey, played a cakewalk season +1, and their 3 losses was to the Raiders. Yeah. One of their 3 losses, and very true. It was a weird season for the Patriots, right? So yeah. Anyhow, so crazy stuff. So here's some of the things that I found out. I didn't do too much digging about that, but I came up with some interesting tidbits that I wanted to share with the class. So here we go. Oh, not that button. This button. All right. First and foremost, the Patriots' run defense has had a late season decline due to injuries, I'm sure, you know. But the Patriots started strong against the run, but they have struggled very significantly after about week 9, ranking near the bottom in rushing success rates allowed in rush yards per game in the second half, specifically. Like I said, injuries to the key front 7 players like Milton Williams, Khyiris Tonga, who you see pictured below right now, pictured in right now, Robert Spillane, sorry, I don't know these players that well. They are not my team. I don't pay attention that much to it, you know. But analysts or whatever noted that as a potential fatal flaw in the playoffs where strong rushing attacks could be exploited. Now, so we think about our team right now. Like this is very important for the Chargers right now because it's very concerning for us because we do see Marion Hampton is currently not practicing right now. And so I'm like, okay, hang on a sec. We need to get him out there, you know. We need to make sure that Vidal's out there as well. And, you know, Patterson's been doing good too. So we actually do really have some really good running backs in our pocket right now. And I hope and pray that just Hampton is just sitting out just because he wants to kind of rest up a little bit more, stay more fresh. Maybe he did tweak his ankle a little bit again after he did re-heal up and start playing a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see here. So this is an absolute area of opportunity here. So like if we just start doing that bully ball again, baby, you know, just straight up run it through a mother effer's face. 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 You know what I'm saying? We might be able to win this thing. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that could be something huge that we'd actually do right there. And again, the second half just constantly just wearing and tearing on that offensive line, or the defensive line, I should say, might be part of the keys to this game. You see, you need an AI joke about the Jim Harbaugh's asking for an AI joke about the Patriots. I don't got one right now, so I don't got that. I just got myself, and I right now, you know. But we better pay Mentor. El Chorchis is saying he needs to stay. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. All right. Any comments about all the defense here? Kyle, right? What do you mean? What are you talking about here? Pray that number 8 will be healthy. Yes, sir. 100%. Like my fingers are crossed that you know, we'll do the whole thing, man. That freaking Marion Hampton is going to be healthy for this game. You know, so yeah. If we beat the Pats, are you coming to Denver? Oof. That I might want to look into that for sure. Actually, I almost went to the last game of the season for Denver, but I just might have to look into that one. If we go to Denver, I think that it would be the weekend of the 24th or something like that, right? So, yeah, that or the 17th. It would be this weekend of the 17th, right? Yeah. So, maybe just might have to. Yeah. Oh, I just realized. Yeah. So that comment was from where I just lost it. Yeah, here we go. From Gerardo. Yeah, appreciate the comment, man. Yeah, very much might. Sawyer played in full today. Yes, go. Yeah, we did see that. We're excited about that. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So the other big thing that I noticed about the Patriots is that their red zone defense has been struggling. You know what I mean? New England has allowed the highest, or at least the near highest, red zone touchdown percentages in the NFL, around 67 to 75% in various reports. You know, just you take your pick. Who you want to get it? I'm not going to say exactly who it was. It could be PFF, could be ESPN. I've seen highs and lows or whatever like that. But they're often failing to force the field goals or turnovers inside of the 20-yard line. But this showed up even against all the tougher opponents, say like the Buffalo Bills, who they did split with, by the way. You know, they played the Bills twice, they won once, and they lost another one. So take your pick there, you know. But with those tougher opponents, they had higher touchdown rates and limited playoff team matchups, essentially. So basically, like, yeah, they only lost 3 games. One was to the Bills, one was to the Raiders. But, you know, you look at across the board, they gave up a lot of touchdowns in the red zone situations here. So, and they did not play against top 10 defenses all year, basically. So that kind of brings me to the point to think, it's like, hang on, is Justin Herbert going to cook this year? Because, yeah, we've struggled a little bit in the red zone here and there, you know, but we are ascending up there. We got Keenan Allen, of course. We got freaking Lad McConkey, Quentin Johnston to throw the ball to for targets. And don't forget Gadsden. And, of course, we can run the ball as much as we want right now. The biggest question mark comes into play for us is still the offensive line. And we'll get more into that later. And so I'm just like, this could also be a very big area of opportunity. I know we have been struggling in the red zone lately as well, but we're gonna figure out something else because Greg Roman is on watch because of these red zone struggles. So let me know what you guys think about this stuff. So let me pull up some of your guys' comments while I think about while we discuss these things. Okay, so let's see. Pull up here. Okay, so yeah, but we struggle in the red zone within the 30. Yeah, exactly, Joe. So like that's just it. Is our red zone struggles greater than the on the offense, greater than the struggles that the Patriots have on the defense? They kind of balance out. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll see an improvement there. Just maybe. We got Luna saying he seems so much more confident this year. Yeah, I agree 100%. Thank you for the beard. There you go. We need a Kyle's beard logo like Eric Weddle used to have. Hey, we'll figure that out. Yeah. It'll be, we could do a picture of me or whatever, like, have the glasses and my beard or something like that, Yeah, something going on there. Yeah. Kyle's last name is Weddle. I am out here in Utah, so there needs to be an Eric Weddle lookalike contest, and I'll for sure show up to that one. So, Herb is super relaxed after Madston and his perks. I think we get the chip this year. Oh, you know what? Hey, there is that hot girlfriend factor. A friend of mine at work, he used to play college ball and stuff, and he talks about that. It's like, nah, man, there was a real deal thing about having a hot girlfriend factor. It's a real thing, and so you can't be sleeping on that, right? I say, Chris, what's up? Did you hear about Justin being named the what Epstein files? What? It's a dang shame. He's definitely not head coach material. What are you talking about, man? I think I know what you're talking about. Actually, I think I do. I think I am picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, man. I did see his name on that list. He's not a good head coach candidate at all. He's got some bad juju. You know what I'm saying? Out there. So he's done some bad things, really foul stuff. So ain't no team gonna want him as a head coach. Nah, it ain't happening. They do not want him to be the face of an organization. If you know what I'm saying, right? So I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. Let's see. If the Chargers handle business in New England, AFC Championship is a real possibility. Absolutely. Oh, 100% Gerardo. No, you are 100% on point. Because face it, if we win against the Patriots, we are going to play against the Broncos, and we all saw that game. Hey, my brothers talked about it. With our backup squad, we basically held them to 0 offensive touchdowns. Yes, they had a defensive touchdown, but they did not get a freaking Bo Nix did not get a touchdown on us. Period. So we messed up. We gave them the game basically. So I'm 100% there with you, man. I am 100% there with you. That's why it's so critical for us to get through this game. I am stoked. Larry's saying Patriots are overrated. Look who they played with. Exactly. And look who they lost to. The Raiders. Come on now, dog. Patriots only face bottom dwellers. Yep. But basically mud suckers, Patriots pass rush is not set that great yet. And you know what? Okay. Thank you, Luna. All right. You beat me right to the next one. And that's the exact same thing that I was going to talk about right now. So, looking at their pass rush, they are not that big. They are not that big a deal in the pass rush right now. So, the team ranked mid to low in sacks, tied for 22 in the entire league, and pressures, combined. While the interior disruptors like Milton Williams here has helped, the edge rush still lacked a very consistent and inconsistent impact. It was terrible. Putting more pressure on the secondary to perform their jobs as well, because they're not getting pressure on that. But that does still pose the question: is our offensive line woes, which are ranked currently 31 or 32, depending on what day of the week it is, how our offensive line compares to this defensive line. Will they balance out? I don't know. That's the biggest question here, So I really do think it's like, okay, well, maybe because we did pick up Ben Cleveland, maybe Ben Cleveland is actually going to take over for Bradley Bozeman. Can he potentially take over that center slot? Maybe. Hey, we're still pounding the table that, we really want Andre James to be out there for the center as opposed to Bradley Bozeman. Look, I get it. Bradley Bozeman had a amazing, one play that he did last year, his first year with the Chargers. And that was after homeboy from the Saints rolled onto Justin Herbert's leg. Bozeman stood up and started attacking the fool and got him off of Justin Herbert as fast as he could and stuff, So that's one great thing that Bradley Bozeman did in his 2 years here now. But, this is the NFL. It does not mean the National Football League. It means not for long. And what is not for long? Our memories. We have short-term memories here. What have you done for me lately? Because our memories about, how good you did last week does not last that long. So, yeah, and especially that was the last year, bro. You need to keep performing this year. Let's go. So anyways, you look at some of the other pass rushers that the Patriots have, and, some of their edge rushers, their outside linebackers, you're getting like 1 sack, 2 sacks at the most. They are not putting that much pressure in. And so this could be a massive opportunity, again, emphasizing how the defensive line or the run game for the Chargers might be able to do well against this defensive line, this front seven, essentially, So huge potential in this area, in the department. And knowing how we are pretty much a Greg Roman offense with a very run-heavy kind of pass, move your legs kind of situation, So, and when it comes to Justin Herbert, please be sparingly. You still got a broken hand, still kind of busted. I know you said if it's feeling good before, about as good as it was before, or whatever like that. Well, let's just still be a little cautious here, man. We got 4 games that we got to win. 4 games left in the season for us, so let's freaking keep it consistent. Anyhow, let's see. Let me see what you guys got to say about all this. Tried finding a good defense Pat's played against this year and could not find one. That's true. That is true, Jim Harbaugh. Thank you for sharing that, because it's very true. Because we don't know this team. The Patriots are not like that hot. They have not played it solid. So man, hopefully Hampton is good to go. Yes, our fingers are crossed on that. We're saying as much as we can. Doing everything that we can to hope that happens for sure. Mike McDaniel's waiting. Greg Roman doesn't show up. Hey, you know what? And also maybe John Harbaugh. We could have the official Bolt Bros coaches in the Chargers facility. The real deal Bolt Bros. That would be fan-freaking-tastic. You know what I'm saying, bros? Hey, maybe they can both just be a double-headed dragon as coaches together, as head coaches, Maybe that could be something. I don't know. Maybe not. Take a little bit of pressure off both of them. Anyways, pass rush against the Chargers is looking good. Hey, man, that's kind of fair too. That is fair too. Yeah, you right there, Larry. You right there. Yeah. Let's see. Don't know if anyone here watches Good Mythical Morning on YouTube, but I came across a video with Madison Beer as a guest, and I saw a handful of people in the comments from Chargers fans. Hey, let's go. Thanks for supporting them, man. Maddie, she be doing good. She be doing good. Oh, she's doing content now. Oh, that's cool. You'll kill that competition. Yeah, I might. Yeah, right. Was Aether one of the people in the comments? It might be. Yeah. Luna says he feels good about Sunday. Me too, man. Me too, for sure. Our backup QB is garbage. Yeah, kind of true. We got a first prediction in the chat here. 27-13 Chargers. Let's go. Hey, that's very possible. Hey, it's kind of funny. Just to shout out this one is that Drake Maye says he does not remember meeting Justin Herbert. And I can understand why, because, when you go through traumatic experiences, you kind of want to black out those memories and stuff like that, because I think the last time we met was 2024 season, right? We ran 40 points on them. They only got 7. So I'm just like I said, how the NFL stands for not for long and memories. Yeah, he didn't want to remember that game. That's it, and that's all. So yeah. If we play the Broncos in week 2, we can give our defense starters another West week. Yeah, maybe. You might be right. I wouldn't want to risk it though. That's a heavy risk right there, bro. Let's see. 15 of the 17 games were below 500 teams. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's crazy. And I think those 2 games that were not were the Bills. Yeah, and they did split. They like I said, they split. So. I just hope Greg Roman will show up against the Patriots and let Justin Herbert cook. Yeah, for sure. Oh, here's a question from Chorchis. Do you think that we draft a young QB so we can learn under Herbert, or should we get an older QB with experience and to be backup? Interesting question. For me, I would definitely say no. We're not drafting a quarterback. I don't think that the very limited amount of research that I've done about the draft, this upcoming draft, is that I do not believe that this is a quarterback rich draft. I don't know if it's a offensive line rich draft or whatever like that, but I do think that maybe we should definitely prioritize, not maybe, we 100% should prioritize the offensive line in this draft, or at least in the free agency. Get someone from the free agency and then pick up someone in the draft. We need at least 2 interior offensive linemen to step up in a big way. That's my thoughts. The last time the AFC 7th seed won the Super Bowl, oh yeah, the Chargers bolt up. Won the oh nice. There you go. Was it that year? 1994? We didn't win it though. Yeah, but I mean we went. But we're gonna win this year. I think that's what you're trying to say, is that we're gonna win it this year. That's why. Hell yeah. Did we want a few trick plays to throw them off? Reverse, double reverses. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of trick plays, to be perfectly honest. A lot of times trick plays is like a lot of running around and just not a whole lot gets accomplished. That's just kind of my thoughts. It's kind of risky too when you're doing like laterals and backwards passes and things like that. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. So if anything, 100% we're gonna see some power surges. That's my thought though. So second prediction in the chat: 24-10 Bolts. Let's go. And at 40, third prediction in the chat there: 30-16 Chargers. Grandizer, my man. I'm so glad I got you. I was finishing up moderating another stream, slowly getting ready for work. Yeah, man. All right, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Oh, excited you're here. Go ahead and drop your questions in. I'll try and get to them as quick as I can. I do have another couple more slides that I wanted to get to here, so let's move forward, and then I'll move on to the next part of the show. Yes, and you're right. There could be snow. There could be snow for sure. Chargers defense is next. The coming of the Legion, the next coming of the Legion of Shakalaka, boom, boom, Shakalaka. Maybe, yeah, for sure, man. Could be a snowy game, so this is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. So, and on that note, I hope that Jim Harbaugh is going to really prep them and really just kind of focus on or figure out a way to make sure that they all understand how to play well in the snow, because that is a biggest weakness that we've always had, is going to the East Coast games. So, and I'll say that, okay, just real quick there. We're currently 5-0 on primetime games. We're playing a primetime game. Could be destiny, but we're pretty bad at going to East Coast right now, So, but since it's a nighttime game too, maybe that will put us in a little equal things out again. I'm saying all this balance stuff, So, things could be lining up for the Chargers to make their playoff run. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here, guys. All right. Well, sorry, but I do need to move on to another thing. Oh, here, one more thing here. I had the change the settings on here. If you had you on HD, it keeps having you lag. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It might be your connection, my man. Oh, okay. Fourth, another prediction here: 24-20. The Bolts take it. Let's go. Okay, like I said, I got one more here. So the biggest other concern that I have here is this: I know Drake Maye is having an MVP season, right? But Drake Maye's, one thing that I've realized about him is that his progression reads are very strong on his first read, but after that, it's gone pretty bad. That's a flagged area that we would need to watch. And so basically, if his first read is not looking good, then he's going to be he's going to be in a panic mode about what to do next. And so that's a kind of a big important thing right now about what to do. And so that's where the area of opportunities are going to come from our defensive line, to put that pressure on him, for him to make extra mistakes and potentially get to more sacks, potentially to get the ball out of his hands, to get turnovers, yada, 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 all that business. So earlier, offensive line and rushing inconsistencies improved late in this year. But everything's that's the only thing about that. It's like their offensive line and Russians is getting a little bit better at the end of this year. And so that's kind of where it's like, well, again, It's all balanced. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. But just like Gerardo said in the chat here, I 100% believe that Drake Maye is overrated right now. Everyone's saying, "Oh, MVP season, blah." Yeah, but look at the freaking people he's playing against, y'all. Come on now, dog. There is a phrase thrown around right now about saying that Drake maybe, it's not Drake Maye, Drake maybe. I will say this though, a little extra insight tidbit here from the Chargers legend himself, Natron Means, who did coach Drake Maye and Amir Hampton or whatever. They did give him a pretty dang cool nickname in North Carolina, and that was Air Drake, like a dragon, So who's going to show up this game? Is it going to be Air Drake or is it going to be Drake maybe? So we'll find out. We'll find out on Sunday night. And I'm excited to find out, guys. I hope you guys are too. Anyway, so let me get into your guys' comments right now. So let's see. El Chorchi says, I'm in panic mode when it comes to 38 degrees weather at New England. I mean, I agree, man. It's not a good thing. However, that might help with Justin Herbert's, broken hand situation, to reduce the swelling, things like that, it just might, Yes, exactly, Crispy. You must have a balance, Herbert-san. That really messed up my throat. Oh man, I don't have a voice thing for that. That would have been good. You must have a balance, Herbert-san. Yeah, that worked. Hey, it's all about that. Get that Karate Kid out there. Make him stand up on one foot, and throwing Harbaugh bombs all day long, just to get that balance going. That'd be sick, So if you get pressure on him, he drops his head to the rush. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. So we don't really want necessarily that as well. So we got to make sure that we keep a linebacker on spy for Drake Maye. So he just keeps make sure he doesn't do anything else, So yeah, we'll see. Patriots O-line is sick this week. Ooh, okay. Yeah, but it all could be a facade. It totally could be a facade. You never know. Drake Maye lost to the bottom feeding Raiders and beat on bottom feedings all year. He ain't MVP. I agree. And like, I don't understand why look, this is the NFL. They are all pros, but at the end of the day, you got to say, like, look, what kind of competition did they have? Did they really prove anything? No, they really didn't. And so that's kind of why I hope that, whoever votes for this MVP title puts that into consideration, Yeah. But if it's cool, yeah, you're going to have to run the dang ball. And so that's a good point. It's like you can't throw they can't grab the ball because their hands are cold. Can't, do all that stuff. You just got to tuck it and run, So that's it. Cold is below 15. We get 3 sacks and a pick. Oh, there you go. That's a good prediction there, Carters. I like it. I'll give it. I like it. 3 sacks and a pick. I'm gonna double it. How about double it, man. That's a freaking double bubble, whatever commercial, it's like, I'm going to say 6 sacks and 2 picks. Well, maybe 2 turnovers. We'll say it that way. It could be a fumble. Yeah, we'll see. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Maye has been sacked almost as much as Herbert and pressured. Oh, okay. I did not realize that. So their offensive line is struggling at ding too. Okay. I like that. That's a good opportunity for us, So, but they did beat the Super Bowl champions Eagles. No, they lost to the Bills, Eagles, and Steelers. Got it. Okay. So, but that's the thing too. The Eagles have been struggling this year for sure. So, but Steelers are also a playoff team. So that's important to pay attention to. So, but how close was that game with the Eagles? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me know. Update me there. Graham Roman, I hope you're reading this. Please be aggressive with your play callings. Please, exactly. Please, just do it, man. My man. Herbert will crane kick Drake Maye into next season. Herbert deserves MVP for all the, did the season beyond the worst. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Owe, Thule, and Mac, they're going to dominate, my man. They really are going to dominate for sure. We are a little bit biased here, but 100%, hands down, he does deserve it. Can't convince me Stafford or May would have been anywhere near 11 wins beyond the Chargers behind them. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there you go. There's the update. Eagles game was 19-16. Goodness gracious. See, that's a struggling team right there for sure. So, okay, well, excuse me for one moment while I put my hands in my pants and I play a little bit of high voltage pocket pool. Let's go, boys. Okay. All right, 1 second, guys. Let me just queue up something. I'm not going to dwell too much time on this one because I did actually already set it up. But 1 second here while I pull this thing up here, guys. All right, guys. You guys let me know in the chat if I'd be cooking this week or if I'm about to get cooked. Because you know what, I decided to go for a big one here. So I went. I decided on Sleeper app. It's one of the best apps out there for making your sports picks, and your sports predictions and stuff like that. So I went with touchdowns this weekend because I feel like the wild card weekend. Let's just get wild with it, guys. Let's just get wild with it. So I decided that I wanted to have James Cook. I think he's going to get more than one touchdown all across the board. More than one touchdown that happened this week. Josh Jacobs getting a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey getting a touchdown. Devontae Adams getting a touchdown. And Saquon Barkley getting a touchdowns. Notice how I avoid the Chargers situation here because I don't want to have any bad juju for our game itself. That's kind of how we roll here, but this time I did not flex it. I said, you know what? I'm going all or nothing because let's get wild with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if we win, though, I can turn $5 into $76.11. So let's go, boys. So that's exciting. I did use a booster this time as well. It gave me a 30% boost to the winnings if I did it. So, but it's pretty simple. All you got to do is you pick your player. You pick more or less of whatever stat you want, and it works. 60% of the time, it works every time. But for me, it's probably 40% because obviously I don't pick well. I have not picked very well this entire season. So because of that, if you feel like you actually have what it takes to actually play better than me and do better and actually win some money, unlike me, who all I do is lose because there's playoff season kind of going, baby. We got plenty of season left to go, plenty of time, opportunities to lose some extra money, plenty of opportunities to still be a degenerate. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and download the Sleeper app and use the code Bolt Bros when you sign up, and you get 100% deposit match up to $100 for all new accounts. So have fun with it, guys. Let's go. All right, y'all. So that was my high voltage pocket pool. So let's get into one more part of the show here that I haven't done for a little bit here, but I have some questions that I wanted to keep in mind to you guys, and I have a couple thoughts about these as well. So that is the deep questions, the Thunder Hub deep questions. You know what I'm saying? Charge. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. Let me press this button here. All right. Okay. So the big question that I wanted to come up with for you guys is this is gonna hurt. This question. It's not my favorite question, but I do know that this is on a lot of people's minds. Can Justin Herbert finally get his first playoff win, or will Drake Maye shine in his postseason debut? Which one do you guys think, guys? Let me know in the chat. Here's my quick thoughts about it, So, look, this is dominating all across the media right now. The narrative is really much right now against Justin Herbert. He's already 0-2 in the playoffs and has lost his 2 worst games of his career have been in the playoffs so far. Go back to the Jaguars. Freaking tale of 2 halves. Lights out the first half. Absolutely dog shit second half. Playing against the Texans. Let's fast forward to that game. Freaking had 4 interceptions all year, 2024 season. Playoff game against the Texans, 4 interceptions, 1 game. What's going on here with Justin Herbert? I don't know, guys. You guys tell me, because I am really frustrated with that, because the narrative and the people out there are saying that Justin Herbert is a playoff choker. And I freaking hate that is out there, and I hate that we're being taunted on that, But that's kind of the reality that we're facing right now, Hey, this is Drake Maye is quote unquote having a fake MVP season or whatever, and Justin Herbert is actually, he's battle tested. He is beaten and bloodied, and he's been there, and he knows what he did wrong. So now he has an opportunity to making that all right and stuff like that, So, hey, a lot of people are out there clowning on our boy, and I think it's up to him to light that fire up in his freaking, he's gonna go Super Saiyan like I did right now, and he finally is just like, you know what? You killed my boy Krillin, and now I'm gonna freaking go Super Saiyan on your monkey ass, So yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. So I honestly believe that there's, like I said, the stars are aligning right now that Justin Herbert's gonna freaking make all those naysayers freaking wish that they hadn't said anything, So, but let me get what you guys are saying about that real quick. Okay. Larry saying, I'm telling you, we're gonna smoke the Patriots. Yeah, see, Chris B says, I'm not worried about Justin Herbert. I'm worried about everybody else on the team. Yeah, I could see that too. Headed to the rally to the Bolt tomorrow. Hell yeah, Pappy, that's what's up. Yeah, freaking take some videos, take some pictures for us, man. Get and do whatever you can, man. Looking forward to seeing how that thing shakes out. Herbert's going to put this team on his back offensively, and the defense will handle May. I agree. I kind of agree. That's kind of seems like to be what happens right now. So, yeah. The Jazz games was Brandon Stanley booty stank Staley's fault. Yeah. And the Texans was combination of bad O-line, LA literally burning out to the ground when they were trying. Yeah, exactly. It's true. That's so true. There was a lot of problems with that one for sure. People have hated the Chargers for years, even during the great LT era. Yeah. And that's true. People have been hating on us for years. Who cares what they're saying, man? They will see it Sunday night against the Patriots. Believe me. Yeah, let's go. That's right. Justin Herbert will get his first win. He's more experienced and all-around better QB. Yeah, for sure. Kyle, patterns and trends. I don't like it, but until Herbert not only wins a playoff game, but gets into the Super Bowl or AFC Championship game, then he will get that label. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Then I mean, hey, listen. Sometimes stereotypes are sometimes a weird thing, right? So you never know. But I believe in Jim Harbaugh. I believe in Justin Herbert. I believe in Marion Hampton. I believe in Joe Ortiz. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I do believe that we have, like I said, the stars are aligning for the Chargers. So we'll see how it goes. It's not all about Herbert. The team lost both those games. Just boss freaking out about Jacksonville. Said, "Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, let's remember, it's a team sport. You win and lose as a team. Bottom line. So Yeah, it's not just any one player's fault. It's a series of mistakes that happened over the game, you know? So that's kind of it. And each player needs to understand their role in a win or loss, how it all worked out. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Granddad's just being a little negative, man, but I'm not seeing about it. Yeah, I'm not having that, man. I'm not having it. You gotta stay positive. I'm not worried about Herbert, not even worried about the O-line. I'm worried about Greg Roman. The guy is way too inconsistent and doesn't adjust during the actual game. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Peaky Bolt saying, preach, Cal, preach. Temper expectations. I believe we can and will win, but I know that the goalposts will move regardless. Take the non-believers and haters all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go, Peaky Bolts. Fist bump, man. Hell yeah. Anyways, let's see, Kyle. Do you believe in Baal too? No, I do not. Absolutely not. You know, F all of them. I only have one God, and his name is Jesus. Come on now. Anyhow, okay, so I did have another question here, guys. Wanted to pose this one up for you guys. Biggest question is, you know, I did kind of allude to, I guess, essentially my last two questions are one and the same here, you know? So really, let's just combine it into one thing. So what's going to win the day? The Chargers offensive line versus Patriots defensive line, who kind of balance each other out, or the Chargers defensive line versus the Patriots offensive line. Which one of these is going to perform the best? So, like I said, guys, statistically, the Patriots offensive line is pretty terrible too, because Drake Maye has been sacked just as many times, if not more, than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's been sacked a lot of times too, but we've also played against terrible teams, you know, and even our backups. I will say this, our backups for our offensive line did very well against one of the top defenses in the league. So that tells you something, a lot actually. But then our defensive line is doing a lot better than the Patriots offensive line, but our offensive line is doing way worse than the Patriots defensive line. So what do you guys think about that one? For me, there's literally this, both sides of the ball. There's a high potential of, you know, on defense and offense for both teams, because this is a whole strength versus weaknesses angle in this whole situation here, you know? So, you know, both teams have massive vulnerabilities here, especially on the road in cold weather with us Chargers, you know, not really liking the cold and things like that. You know, things could easily spiral out of our, you know, freaking hands fast here, you know? So, and that's just kind of crazy to me. That's just really just crazy to me. But I'll say this though too, is like, look, our edges 100% are much, much better than their edges. Let's just say that, you know, and our interior defensive line is much better than their interior defensive line, you know, but again, our offensive line is still weird. You know, we just don't know, you know, I mean, this is literally a battle of the trenches. You know, this game is not going to be determined by offense, you know, of, you know, the skill players, of the wide receivers, the running backs, the quarterbacks. It's going to be determined by the trenches. And that's kind of how I feel about this right now, you know? So where the ball starts and ends right there, that literally neutral zone space, that's it. Who wins that, you know, that side, you know, offensively and defensively, will win the game. And I think that's where this bully ball is going to come to play, man. We're going to see some action here. We're going to see some ground and pound. We're going to see some bullying action. We're going to see some smash mouth football. We're going to see, this is going to be an epic game, guys. This is going to be a freaking NFL freaking legendary game. I believe it, guys. Nick, and I at least hope so. And I'm getting bolted up already. I've been bolted up all week, man. It's been hard to walk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need no blue chews. You know, I don't know about y'all. That's how I feel right now. You know, it's gonna be trench warfare, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo. Anyways, let me get to your comments here. And then I have one more thing after this, and then we'll close it out here, guys. So, here you go. Larry says Chargers offensive line and defense is going to dominate the game. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Let's go. El Torchi's got a deep question. Says if Greg Roman stays next year and Minter is gone, how do you man, that is a tough question right there, man. You know, that would be bittersweet, you know, because I mean, obviously Greg Roman is, you know, it seems like he's a bit out of time, you know, he's a man, you know, too much in the past. It seems like, you know, he's still stuck in his old ways. And it feels like, you know, but Jesse Minter is such a good defensive coach. I'd be so worried about what our offensive, what our defense is going to look like. I mean, I would be excited about at the same time what our offense is going to look like because we have something new coming down the ropes, you know? So I don't know. It'd be hard to say. Hey, look, like I said, I would be very excited if we had somehow convinced John Harbaugh to show up and to help out the team, you know, in replacement of Jesse Minter, or if maybe just to be a co-head coach with, you know, freaking John or Jim, you know, Jim and John. Come on now, let's go. That'd be amazing. Not gonna lie, Justin needs to prove himself on saying. Dude, 100% Jay say, look, you're right. We talked about this a little bit. I've kind of kept it quiet, you know, because I'll say it right now. Look, Justin Herbert is on thin ice, you know, because bottom line, like he has played his worst football in the playoffs, and we need to see this win. We absolutely do. There's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be ripping into him if Justin does not win this game. You know, I mean, obviously we talked about it. It's not only about Justin Herbert. I get it, but he is the leader of the team, and he is the one that drives the ball in those clutch situations, and he needs to avoid making mistakes and stuff like that. Otherwise, heads are going to roll. This is going to be a tough game for him to recover from. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Let's see. A win or a lose will come by the way of Greg Roman play calling. Okay. I mean, I could also see that too, you know. At the end of the day, you know, he's still the captain. He's the one calling the shots, you know. So yeah, having Perriman back is huge for the run defense. 100%. 100%. You know, we got that Thule, Owe, and Mac. Hell yeah, we're doing good. Our linebackers are better. Our DFBs and safeties are better. It'll come down to the O-line and how they handle the game. Yep, Joe, 100%. I think you said that before I said my part. Yeah, 100%. Chargers D-line is versus their O-line because do you think that's going to be the win today there? It's because the Pats can't put up points. Then no way they can win. I don't care if we go get one dicker kick and it's win by 3, but hey, you know what? Exactly, baby. A win is a win is a win. You know, it don't matter by how many points. You know, 1 point or 10 points or 100 points. A win is a win is a win. Anyways, my dream is we fire Roman and hire Todd Monken if he's like I'm not 100% sure who Todd Monken is too. Like I'm sorry to say I'm not 100% familiar with all the coaches and stuff like that. You know, you guys know I'm here mostly for the vibes, you know. Yeah. Is Stephon Diggs even allowed to play this game with all the drama? You know, that's a good point. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. So, Marlo Wax. Yeah, he's out there too, man. Yeah. I want Phillip Rivers as our offensive coordinator. Ooh, we will win a Super Bowl. Finally gets his ring and has a bolt on it. I would die happy, dude. 100%. That'd be legit, right? I believe this will be our best O-line since Alt went out. Oh, okay. You have a list there. Question to all: special teams matchups. Nah, I can't really. Yeah, I can't really speak on that one too much. So it's all good. Everything depends on Justin and Greg Roman defense will be good no matter what. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Our defense is gonna be fire all the time. I just don't want to get hyped up and then Chargers lose. Herbert does not play well. It's not good for us to get so down when they lose. Yeah, look, I get it. Grandizer, and I guess that's a good segue into my my last thing. But let me just get a few more things here, and then they'll say something like that, But I did bet some money here, so yeah. So I'll get back to this one in a second here, Grandizer. I do have some thoughts here. That's But and one ball is yes. I mean, I 100% believe Hampton is going to play. Like this is a must-play situation. I don't give a f if you freaking, you have a baby that is due on Sunday night as well. Y'all mother effers are playing this game because you got to play your hearts out because this is literally what you've worked for your entire life. I'm sorry to say, look, hey, all the babies' mamas out there is going to be mad because this is the situation here. You got a game to play, and everyone out here gonna make it happen. So I 100% believe that Hampton is going to play. So we'll see him out there for sure. So yeah. And yeah. So all right. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I just wanted to answer that one question right here. But let's wrap it up here with and close it out with the bolt boosters. You know what I'm saying? All right. Charge. Okay. So, guys, remember, this is playoff Harbaugh time. We got cold Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, freaking New England. Don't worry about that, guys. We got one of the best coaches in football right now. We actually do have the legitimately MVP quarterback in football right now, who's been waiting his whole career for this moment now. Third time's a charm, potentially. And just remember, Peyton Manning took him 6 years to win his first playoff game. It is now Justin Herbert's sixth year. History can repeat itself. NFL Mike said it as well, is that, history, the way it shows out is that we do get an outlier year every 4 to 5 years. The last time it happened was the freaking Cincinnati Bengals going all the way with an terrible offensive line, Mayu. So I think this could be it. Could be it, guys. Our defense is nasty. Herbert got that dog in him, you know what I'm saying? And we're walking into Foxborough as underdogs with nothing left to lose. So we're going to play our freaking hearts out, guys. So, and I get it, Grandizer. You don't want to get your hopes up. And I think that is a smart move. It is a smart move. You have to understand we have to figure out a way as Chargers fans, as sports fans in general, to be more stoic about it. Yes, I'm hyped and I want my team to win. I know you want your team to win. We all want our team to win. However, this is also, we have to remember that we are watching this sport for entertainment purposes. We're watching this sport because we don't want to focus on our own issues that we got going on. You got a pipe busted in your freaking house. It can wait 3 hours. It's not going to be fixed immediately. You're not a plumber yourself, You got a toothache. You got a dentist appointment coming up. You can deal with that later, You got a headache. Get some Advil. You'll be all right. So, but remember this, though, too. Every legend has their first playoff win eventually. This could be ours on Sunday. So, Grandizer, I'll bring it to you specifically, but I'll also say this to the rest of us. Stay loud, guys. Stay proud and keep that energy sky high and get your blue chews ready because the bolts are built for this. because we're gonna shock the league Sunday night and prove the freaking Patriots exactly who we all think they are. All right, and we ain't gonna let them off the hook. So let's go get it, baby. Bolt up forever. Family, trust, respect all day, every day. So I'm excited, guys. I hope you guys are too. So let me just get back to some of your comments. But before I do, I got just one more thing to say to y'all here.
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody. Let's go. Anyways, okay. So what do you guys got to say? And then we'll wrap up here. So, okay. So, see, Kyle, don't go, my guy. Mental health segment. I did do the there you go. Nope. If the Chargers lose, I will be upset for months until the draft. But if they ever win a Super Bowl, I will be happy about that until the day I die. 100%, Chris. Look, I get it, man. But here's the thing, too. If the Chargers lose, nothing changes. Nothing changed because, hey, our team lost again. Yeah, whatever, it's nothing new. We've been here, but done that. It is what it is, But if we win, of course, that would make us happy and stuff like that, So the reality is like, we can't just keep, building up all that hope or whatever like that, and we can't keep letting it bring us down, because at the end of the day, look, I kind of think about it in a lot of times, like about like say winning the lottery. You spend $20 on a bunch of numbers or whatever for the lottery, whatever like that. If you don't win, congratulations, you're still poor. But if you do win, your life has changed. You're still poor. But like I say, if you lose, you're still poor. Nothing changes. You lost $20. Okay. But I do feel like we all want to be validated, but that's just it. We don't. That's the thing too. Too many people out there are seeking validation, and we do not need to seek validation. It's whatever. You do what you do, and that's totally fine. Don't bother other people about what they do, because what they do makes them happy. But what you do, if that makes you happy, then you keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it does not help that a Raiders fan at work told me we got a spot for you on the couch after this weekend. Don't that get you crawl? You push me too much. Yeah. Hey, Raiders fans go and chirp. Just ignore them. Like I said, just whatever. Just get out of here. It is what it is. Like Raiders fans go and chirp no matter what, and they're gonna keep chirping even until we actually have more Super Bowl rings than them. Bottom line, if we end up getting 3, then maybe they won't say anything. But maybe they will. Who knows? They're just gonna chirp anyways. That's all they do. They just poop talk. I'm a foreman by day and pipe layers by night. Hey, let's go. I hope to see some of you at the Bolt rally tomorrow. Hell yeah. Yeah. Let me know in the chat if you're out there, so that'd be great. For the first time, 3 months of hot Tua, I thought they were talking crap about Tagovailoa. All right. That's funny. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. That's right, guys. Yeah. If we lose and we don't draft O-line in the first couple of rounds, I'll be fine. And we drafted, yeah, you're right. Yeah. We wouldn't be Chargers fans if we didn't know how to handle losing. Yeah, exactly, Crispy. Exactly. Okay, so when Chargers lose, don't make you want to break a window or punch a wall. Do you see the Bears fan break the door? But that was for winning. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If we do lose, yes, I am going to break something. I already said that actually. Well, and I'll say it again. If we lose, I'm breaking my TV. I am 100% breaking it. So, and I'm just done. You know, like I'll be that mad for sure. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, I'll get my aggression out, and you should get your aggression out. You know, like if you have some emotions, you have some feelings about stuff, you should let out your emotions and get it out there or whatever like that. You know, channel it somehow. You know, go target shooting or whatever. Like, you know, go blow up a watermelon. Go do something. You know, like that. You know, but or go have, you know, whatever. You know. Go to your baby mama's house, you know, saying, yeah, do something there. The fun stuff, you know. So, but yeah, Beezy, I'll end with this. He was like, I'm a Chargers fan through and through from New Jersey. I talk too much smack because I'm surrounded by Eagles and Giants fans. I can't wait to shut my state up when the Bolts win. Hell yeah. You know what? And that's really the bottom line here, guys. We all just got to stay, to say it with me, you know, win, lose, or tie, we are bolted till we die. You know, bottom line, you know, that's it. You know, like I'm excited for the Chargers, you know, to be in the playoffs. I'm excited to have some more Chargers football. Let's just keep it going, guys. We got 4 more games to make this happen. And so I'm excited to see what goes on, though. So, there are some good people out there, you know, Grandizer, but yeah, so I appreciate everything with you guys. You know, it looks like Eddie just showed up. I'm sorry, man, but you know, you got your church on, and that's a good thing. I hope you prayed a little bit and kind of threw some good vibes out there for the Chargers. But let's get into it, guys. So, well, but that's it. That's all I got for this tonight's show. Stay tuned for possibly tomorrow or maybe Saturday for the full Bolt Bros pregame show. You know, Andy and James may do it. I might not be able to do it. I do have a weird work schedule now, but I'm hoping that I might be able to do something else. I don't know. We'll see. But I do appreciate you guys for being here. I'm excited for Sunday Night Football so much, and I hope you guys are too. But just as always, guys, you know, just stay, just enjoy the show no matter what happens. But hey, I hope everyone has a great rest of their night. Hope you guys sleep well and you get refreshed, ready for tomorrow because it's freaking Friday. Yeah, boys. All right, TGIF, baby. Bolt the F up all the time. Family, trust, respect. You know how we do. And as always, Bolt Bros. Let's go!
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.